Lethal Company lives and dies off of immersion. There are plenty of great ways that Lethal Company enhances its immersion, from the incredible use of the spatial microphone in the abandoned facilities and, of course, the UI aspects. Firstly, the thing that most people will notice is the HUD. Lethal Company's heads-up display is a unique one. I particularly like the top left up here, where it is composed of the health and the stamina bar around it. The stamina bar works normally, where it is simply full when you have max stamina and empty when you do not. And the health, it is a figure that gets increasingly more red the less health you have. The top and bottom of your screen has an effect on it that implies that your character is wearing a helmet. The entirety of your view as well is shattered. There is cracks in the glass. One last thing you can do is scan, which has a sort of echolocation view to it, where it will send out a beacon that eventually allows you to scan objects and eventually monsters. All of these features are supposed to be diegetic, which means they are explainable in the game's universe. But the inventory at the bottom and the instructions on what keys to press at the top right are very much not. Separate from the HUD, another great UI element is your ship's terminal, which is one of the most interesting things about the game to me. Being an old school computer that only works with commands similarly to an old text-based adventure, you use the terminal for a few things, one of which is traveling to moons. Whenever you visit a moon, a screen shows up displaying information about the moon. The information is not exactly important, but it is a really cool effect, and it covers a lot of the screen. The other main thing the terminals do is allow someone in the ship to view another player in the facility. The view is poor and only really shows you the gist of what the layout of the facility is. But it works well enough and, again, builds up the same sense of immersion. In a game like Lethal Company, you want your players to feel like they're in these abandoned locales, and the developer did really well when capturing that essence. Finally, when you inevitably are brutally killed by a monster, the UI switches to a third-person perspective, allowing you to watch as your coworkers stumble around. This breaks that immersion, but in a very important way, which helps relieve a lot of stress and tension, which you have definitely been building up a lot while you're working.